Hello, Bush and Burhams. It's Blastin or Stashin, episode 267. I think that's what it says for my
Dave,
elderly mind measure. Yes, Mike.
name a Nirvana song.
Something in the way. Come as you are. Teen Spirit. Smells like Teen Spirit. That good? Is it because I'm wearing this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
know you
I'm wearing.
kids nowadays like to wear them T-shirts. Don't know who the band is, but
No, yeah, dude. I was a Nirvana fan way back when they first started. So I think we both were that age grade. You know, high school. That's where Nirvana and the grunge shit started happening. So yeah. Oh, okay. We got Legion jumping in here already. Saying what up, comic fam. Miss So's in here. Evening all. Did I miss Monday chat? No, you did not miss Monday chat because I did not go live Monday. I was too busy reeling from watching Batman the second time, so I didn't go live. And Double S says yes, Peacemaker and Eagly.
Double S has been messaging me all night about these damn Funko Pops.
About the what Funko Pops, Mike?
If for those of you living under a rock or don't give a fuck about Funkos, they announced a whole line of Peacemaker Funkos, and they're pretty fucking awesome. Especially Peacemaker and his tidy whities.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does he have the helmet on, or just the tidy
Yes,
whities?
he has the helmet on and his tidy whities. But yeah, I pre-ordered the whole set, so I believe there's some exclusives too. So we'll see.
Did they have the Beach Full of Dicks exclusive?
No, I'm gonna mail you one. A Beach Full of Dicks.
Let's see. I just need to see Batman. So what? I know you weren't on last week. I ended up going live by myself, just kind of quickly show through my books. I think I was like half an hour, 45 minutes. I was done. One pump chump, and I was out of there. But what have you been doing this past week? So you watching the movies out there? I know you were pretty busy last week with work, and I know it's probably ramping up for you too with summer coming on, and you usually get crazy busy during then, and that's usually the busy time for my job too. So
yeah, they call it. I've talked about it before. The 100 Days of Summer, where we have more later days than usual because it's very busy. But I don't know what's going to happen with gas prices going up. The drivers, I don't know. We'll see. But the other day I discovered that All in the Family's on Amazon.
Oh, really? The one, what, 75 or whatever when it started coming out, 76?
Archie Bunker, yeah.
Archie Bunker, yeah.
Made my day. Started watching that. I watched a movie from I don't know, 2013, 2014. I don't know. Cat Wren, shout out to her, actually posted on Instagram. She got a autograph collectible from this movie, and I never heard of it, never watched it. So I went and watched it. It's called American Mary. And
never seen it either.
About a medical school student. She wants to become a surgeon, and she's not doing too well, and then she finds the kind of body modification thing, and it's pretty good. The ending sucks though. The ending's horrible. It just ends, but go check it out if you're into body modification. And I watched The Replacements again with Keanu Reeves, the football movie.
I watched that too. I just watched that last week. Yeah, I was up Sunday night. It was one of my days off, and I stayed up like crazy late, just finishing at like 2:30 in the morning. I was watching it.
I mean, not the greatest movie, but it's still funny.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. Yeah, I actually, that's a funny. I've seen that so many times too.
Oh yeah.
And especially the cheerleader scene. Probably rewind to that numerous times back over.
Did you get them cheerleaders to stop shaking their ass
for one goddamn play? Yeah, I watched that. I watched Smoking Aces again with my older son. I was off, and I was like, I haven't seen a movie in a while, and I don't know why that popped up. Maybe I heard the song Ace of Spades or something, and that song's related to that. So I watched that movie. A lot of people hate that movie. I enjoy it quite a bit. I like the ensemble,
Okay.
like the multiple hitmen coming in trying to kill the one. Um, what else did I? The Adam Project came out today on Netflix. That's that new Ryan Reynolds movie. I'll probably end up watching that tonight after we get off here. That looks pretty good. Um, I watched the Batman the second time, which, I talked a little bit last Friday about it, and I have a little different view on it now too. Just watching it a second time and kind of getting a little deeper into the movie and stuff like that. But I definitely enjoy it. I'm definitely going to be buying it on Blu-ray when that comes out for sure.
I have
Um,
not seen Batman. I actually am starting vacation uh, Sunday. Sunday's my first day, and we'll go see it this week sometime. Actually, my daughter is in the process of driving back up to uh, make Virginia her home again, so she'll be here about 5 o'clock in the morning, just in time for
okay.
me to go to work. So,
Ah. Jack goes in here and said, greetings, Earthlings. He's letting his true colors shine through there. Um, and I watched the 1989 Batman too. I bought the Steelbook on that, so I'm gonna go back. I like buying the Steelbooks of old comic book movies, stuff like that. So, uh, what do you got there, Mike? A little Rocket Raccoon #1.
Rocket Raccoon #1. I picked up Supervillain Team Up #1.
I have #2 on that one. I don't have the
This
first one.
isn't this the first meeting between Namor and Doctor Doom?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Two characters that have yet to appear in the MCU, so that book is going to be worth millions.
Millions.
And I picked up another Crisis.
I have that whole run. I think I have a couple of them signed by Perez and Wolfman.
Yeah, I'm late to the game here. I don't know if I showed this.
Is that a Clayton Crane or is that a?
This is a Perillo
Oh, okay.
Ghost Rider #1. Yeah, man.
The other show I watched, my friend sent me a link to it last night, so I watched part of the first episode. Ended up falling asleep. It was late, but I wanted to come back and watch it again today before the show. And Mike hadn't seen it. I told Mike about it. I'm not sure if anybody else has heard about it either. It's a new comic book TV show, satire or whatever of the comic book genre. And it has quite a few. Has Diamond Dallas Page as Nighthawk, so like a Batman-like character. It has Jane Seymour, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman as this evil person. It has the oldest kid from Home Improvement on there somewhere. I haven't seen him yet, but I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer right now. We'll probably get a copyright strike for it, but I want to get Mike's reaction of it. Let's see here. I need to hit play. Boop.
We eagerly await the 40th anniversary, the day Marvelous Man appeared from the skies.
For 4 decades, I have protected you. I saved you.
What happened?
There are no words to properly express. And what we have lost as a species, as a planet.
He was murdered.
Who killed Marvelous Man?
Our enemies will continue to fear us.
Who is going to save us?
Nighthawk from the Guardians of Justice. Where are you?
There's a power vacuum that can rip this world apart. Marvelous Man didn't just protect a city or a town. He protected the world. Now that's on us.
The only way this ends without an all-out nuclear holocaust is if you find out who really killed Marvelous Man.
What do you know that I don't?
You need to look at the Guardians themselves. Him being gone doesn't make you automatically in charge.
Marvelous Man was a crutch, a drug, a witness, or a murderer.
The Guardians of Justice will save you.
So that's it there. It's supposed to be set in 1987, so 40 years after World War III. Jackie O says Kmart Avengers. Yeah, I think they're more like Justice League. That's what it seems like to me because they have, your Wonder Woman, your Aquaman, everything like that. So
is it the animation mixed in with?
yeah, it's a blend of stuff. It's a blend of live action. Like cutscenes will be animation, and it seems like there's some video game kind of
Yeah,
portions of
yeah,
it there
yeah.
too. So
Like a-
amalgamation of a whole bunch of stuff. You think you're gonna watch it, Mike?
Probably. I mean, what'd you say? The episodes were like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, 21 minutes long, something like that. They're not a huge time commitment. There's only 7 of them, so you're looking at what's that? You know, just shy of 2 hours.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out.
Yeah, it definitely seems as kind of cheesy. I mean, to say it's supposed to be based in 1987, so that kind of fits like the filmography, the direction of it, stuff like that. It definitely feels like 1987. I'm not too sure on Diamond Dallas Page's acting, though. I guess in episode 2 he does his signature wrestling move, which is what, Mike?
The Diamond Cutter.
The Diamond Cutter. Yep, he does a Diamond Cutter, and he might even do some DDP yoga too. There, who knows? Maybe that's why he's able to stay so fit as Nighthawk. At 80 years old, little DDP yoga, stay limber. Huh?
He's 80.
I don't know. I don't know what he's probably 65 at least. I would say 65. Here, I'll look it up. I have it pulled up right here. Let's see here. How old is Diamond Dallas Page? Let's see here. Where is it? He was born in 1956. So he turns 66 here in April. So he's getting up there. A little DDP. Anybody else in the chat? Looks like Miss So says she hadn't heard of it either. Jackie says, my bad, DC is all Kmart, so that makes sense. Nice. Then Marge jumped in here as well. But yeah, and a couple of the wrestlers too in there. So it's like cheesy fun. It gets horrible reviews on Internet Movie Database, like 1 and 3 stars out of 10. So it is like this crap, but yeah. I know he was a late bloomer to wrestling.
He got started late, so
Miss Sosa didn't even realize he was still alive. So yeah, definitely go check it out. At least the first episode of that, and come back and let me know what you think on the Blastin Stashin Facebook page or Twitter. Let me know. That'd be kind of interesting take on there. So, but let's jump right into the books. Let me get my little thingamahooter ready. Here we go. Booba. We got new series up, Mike. What do you got for your first book for your new series?
New series. So I want to do an honorable mention.
What you got?
From last week, and that's Rogue Sun #1.
Yeah, I didn't even pick that up.
You should have.
Well, maybe, but I didn't.
So I stopped reading Radiant Black or Radiant, whatever. What is the other one called? Radiant Black.
It's Radiant Black. Yeah.
After the first 4 or 5 issues, it was getting too Power Rangery for me. No offense against the Power Rangers. I think they're cool, but so I stopped. So I was scared getting into this. I didn't read the big crossover book that was a couple of weeks ago, so I was afraid to jump into this, but I did. And I thought I'd be lost, and nope, this is pretty damn good. Rogue Sun he's a high school student named Dylan who is kind of an asshole, kind of a bully. His father dies and leaves him this sunstone. Finds out his mom knew that he was a superhero, and his new family they were divorced, and his new family knew he was the previous Rogue Sun. And there's a surprise twist at the end where they found out the dad's still alive. This actually felt like like an old-fashioned Amazing Spider-Man book where Peter's still in high school, and I'm curious to see where it goes. So I told you that story to tell you this. Radiant Red came out this week. And this is pure garbage compared to Rogue Sun. Radiant Red is I couldn't figure out if she was a little girl or if she was a grown woman. She's drawn like a little girl. And she robs a bank in the beginning, gets a ton of money, and then the whole issue is her feeling guilty about it. This is crap. So this is a blast. This is crap. But go check out Rogue Sun. It was pretty good. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I didn't pick up the other one just because I did pick up that crossover book. I forgot what the name of it was now. So I wasn't super impressed with that. So that's why I'm like, I'm not going to pick up anymore just because that crossover.
If you come across a copy of Rogue Sun, grab it. You don't have to have read Radiant Black or the crossover or nothing. So.
Okay, my first book, actually, it wasn't one that was on my pull list. It was one that I saw that was there as a new one this week. And it's called Hit Me by AWA Upshot, number 1 of 5. So on the cover, it looks like, she's a blackjack player, right? Hit me, we're trying to, blackjack. But that's not the hit me part. The hit me part is she is like a prostitute that gets beaten up. Pretty much, she gets paid for guys to rough her up. There are certain charges for like punching her in the mouth versus, doing this and this. And I thought, what in the hell is going on with this book? And she has a guy she has in the friend zone. She thinks she's really hot, but she doesn't want to hook up with him. And he's like overly protective of her. And toward the end of the book, she ends up... I'm trying to remember. I know she comes across a bag of diamonds because the room she goes into ends up she walks into like almost like a Mexican standoff toward the end there, and 2 of the guys get killed, and she ends up with a bag of diamonds, and her boy toy is wounded and headed out. Yeah, her bodyguard, boy toy, whatever. The dude with the 6-pack, that guy. Yeah, I thought this was going to be more like a card playing game or a card playing comic book, but it really has nothing to do with card playing at all. It has to do with this penguin looking dude in a G-string that wants to beat the crap out of her, and she won't go back to him because he's too much of a douchebag. Overall, dude, it's a blast for me. I wouldn't pick up issue 2. Nope. Sorry, Mike. I'm sorry you like into that other stuff, but that's not me. Not my fetish. You liked it though?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. I'll pick up issue number 2.
Those AWA upshots are one of those ones that are really hit or miss. Usually I really like it or I absolutely hate it. There's not a whole lot of middle ground with that. And there's a couple other comic publishers out there the same way. There's like it's one end of the spectrum or the other, and it's just kind of hard to find one that's kind of like, that's mediocre. I think I'll pick it up. I was just talking to the other comic book shop I go to every once in a while. They have a crap ton of dollar books, and I go digging through there. But I'm like getting to a point, you've heard me talk on my Monday show, that it's like, oh man, I have so many comics. It's like I don't want to just continue to pick up these books just to, just to complete a run, which I may never read. So it's like really trying to focus on not grabbing those dollar books. But Double S said Hit Me was an interesting read for me. He'll be picking up issue 2 to see what happens. Next issue is called Spank Me. No, it's not.
That's only $25.
Only $25?
The spanker.
No, the spank. No, it is? Okay. I agree. AW is really hit or miss. I skipped this one. And of course, Miss So's making dinner. I don't know what she's making. Maybe a little hamburger helper.
What's for dinner?
I don't know. Maybe
Fried
she'll
chicken.
tell us what's for dinner. Got 9 people watching. If you're in there watching, you haven't commented in live chat, let us know what you thought of the books this week for sure. If you read any of these books. You're up, Mike. What else you got for new number 1? Anything else?
How about Captain Carter? Did you read Captain Carter?
I did not pick up Captain Carter.
This is a whiskey dick.
I wasn't ready. You gotta give me some kind of signal. Hold on a sec. I'll go my character. You got to go like this or something in you. That's all right. No, yeah, I don't know what that. Go ahead.
So this is you take Captain America, frozen in ice, and you replace it with Captain Carter, and this is the book, and it's just a bunch of sitting around talking, and that's it.
That's it.
That's my review. Yeah, I don't think anything. She fucking. I don't know. There's some action at the end. Hold on here. There's a little bit of action.
Is there some spanking?
There's not some spanking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sparks. The art in Radiant Red is crap too. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, she. There's some people out to kill her at the end, and she kind of saves some innocents from getting shot with a bazooka. But other than that, I don't know. I'll pick up issue 2.
Shakio says Captain Carter is going to be a grower. I'm assuming not a shower. So who knows? Yeah. I wish I had picked up Captain Carter. It's totally botched for me. That's what Double S is saying. Yeah, I didn't pick it up. I just didn't see a need for it. I thought the multiverse, the cartoon they put out on Disney Plus was really good. Yeah, the What If. Sorry, yeah, not the multiverse. Yeah, I thought that was really good. Enjoyed that quite a bit. So yeah, I just didn't pick that up. It had no.
Yeah, this starts off. They find her frozen in ice. Blah blah blah. And she's adapting to the new world.
So it's just a gender swap on the character, pretty much of the origin. Interesting. Okay, well, you talked about that as a female-led book, and I read this one. I don't know if you picked this one up. This is Spider-Gwen Gwenverse #1.
Of course, I picked that shit up.
Okay, yeah, I picked up the Gwen cover, and maybe this is why all the Gwen covers are out right now is because of this Gwenverse. I think I don't know, but in this one, so I don't know a whole lot about Spider-Gwen. I didn't even know her suit was like a symbiote, where it would kind of like appear on her like that. I didn't know that at all. I guess I had never had never had any Spider-Gwen at all. So at the beginning of the book, she's stopping, or she's getting ready to go to band practice or something like that to meet Mary Jane, and she gets pulled into a store because somebody is robbing the store. The She Bodega Bandit. Well, I don't know what the hell. So she ends up stopping her, and that lady's chucking little corn cobs at her with butter on them, I guess. And then she has that key to get back and forth to the multiverse, and so she goes to travel into the multiverse, but ends up getting sucked in because somebody in the future, the meme master or whatever the hell her name is, just total freaking punk rock, who she needs all the keys in order to go back in time to live essentially forever and be this social media person forever. But it hit Gwen Stacy's portal key, and it kind of knocked everything out for a loop. And then she ended up running into the I don't know if these are new characters or not. I don't read this at all. Who did you run into? That other spider lady, the
Thor?
Spider Zero.
Oh, Spider Zero? Yeah.
Is that a new character, or is that somebody's been around for a while?
I think it's been around.
Yeah, I don't know. She runs into her, and they go back to her, what they thought was her timeline, but it's all jacked up. It's very Back to the Future-esque. Biff has made a casino, and he's ruling the city now, and that's kind of how it is. Everything's all jacked up. But she ends up running to the portal to get away from her dad, who's dressed up as a giant GoBot. And then she goes back in time to the Gwen Thor. Yeah. yeah, I don't know. This crap. But I don't know if these characters are even new characters either. Black 13, Roachman, Glam Goblin, the Fossil. I don't know any of these characters. I don't know if they're existing or new ones.
This book.
Or Nightbird. I don't know who Nightbird is. It says Gwen Stacy, but
that she's been around. She was around in something.
yeah, this is definitely not my book. I think the reason I got it was because it had the Gwen Stacy. This is one of the decent Gwen Stacy's covers. Band practice? No, nobody played the flute in this band. They were all probably pretty loose. They all played the tuba. There was no flute. So it's a blast. What do you think of the band practice Spider Gwen?
Unless there's a great cover for issue 2, 3, 4, this story fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
No, definitely not mine. And this is a show about reviews, stuff we hate, stuff we like. And that's one thing I think I noticed with the Batman review. Everybody either you there's a fucking worst movie ever. That's what they say about the Batman and all that stuff. And I'm like, if you didn't like it, just you don't need to be that. It's like that bad about it. Like, I didn't like it. I'm not going to say it's the worst fucking book ever because some of you may love it. Some tween may like it. It's not written for a 45-year-old guy, that's for sure. But yep, definitely a blast for me though. But going on, we got any more number ones there, Mike?
Oh yeah, that's all. I got 3 more books. They're all number ones. One of them's my pick of the week.
That's what I got. I got 3 more number ones as well. We'll see if they're the same.
All right. I seriously doubt it. Well, maybe one is, but
Okay, go.
Devil's Reign, Moon Knight, number 1.
Nope, not one of them.
So Moon Knight gets locked up in jail because of Kingpin, and he enters like an underground fight club, and it's like all the fucking D-list villains are in this fight club, like 8-Ball. I can name a few, but I'd have to look, and I'm too lazy. But he beats all their fucking asses, and it's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good, pretty violent. It's Moon Knight, so.
Is he a? Oh, he kind of like he's riding with the KKK there.
Don't be.
Oh, Mike's vibrator's going off.
That fucking thing.
Oh.
That's the dryer.
Oh, it's a dryer? Okay. Sound like a monster vibrator with a gas-powered engine. Oh, I don't know what you got going on over there.
Yeah, it's a one-shot. It's just a spin-off of Devil's Reign where they focus on Moon Knight being locked up in jail.
Yeah, I have Devil's Reign, but I have not been reading it. I think I'm just getting the main storyline of it. But I'm definitely not buying any of the tie-ins. So, okay, let's see if you got this number 1. Little Monsters.
No.
You didn't pick up. This is a Jeff Lemire. Now that was the main reason why I bought it, because Jeff Lemire can be really good. I think like that Batman book he's done recently, Batman and Robin, I think is what it is. A couple other books that are decent. And I like Jeff Lemire's writing. This is a pretty quick read though. It's shows a whole bunch of kids, and it's kind of giving a quick backstory of each kid. We find out these kids are vampires toward the end of the book because they say, "Oh, well, the night's almost over. We better get home." It's like, "Oh, okay, wait a minute. Something's clicking here." One kid they're trying to find. He's, I'll go grab him. I'll get him back. But that's basically the story, is about meeting these 5 or 6 kids that are vampires. And at the very end of the book, they find a human with like his legs either chopped off or eaten off. I don't know what it is. But that's all the whole story is. It's setting up the storyline of these kids. They're vampires. They're very much children of the corn kind of thing. There's no other adults around at all. So who knows what's going on? I don't know if the adults are asleep and they're out gallivanting around the city. I don't know. But it looks like it's pretty desolate. It looks like it's almost like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing to it. But I think I'd pick up issue 2 on this one just because I kind of want to see where Jeff Lemire is going to go with these vampire kids. You never know with Lemire's stuff. It's pretty good. The art is it's Dustin Nguyen. I can never pronounce his name. Somebody could tell me how to pronounce it, and I'd probably screw it up.
Sounds good to me.
It's a black and white comic, which it's something that you definitely don't like, Mike. I know that. And the only thing they have some color in here, but it's mainly emphasis on red or blood. I do like the twins, though. There are a couple twins, and they're up on top of this building, and they're going to jump off, and the other one said, "Hey, you go first." And he said, "No, you're being a chicken." And he says, "Okay, on the count of 3, and 1, 2," and the other one kid jumps off and breaks his leg at the bottom of the building. But yeah, I said I want to pick up issue 2 on this just to kind of see where this is going. But it said like everything in the night would change too. So we don't know if they're the only people, if it's totally vampires in this world, if it's still humans around. Who knows? So I'm definitely going to be picking up issue 2 on Little Monsters, and it's not that Little Monsters with Howie Mandel either. Is that Little Monsters? Is that what that was called? That movie came out in the 80s.
I think so.
Where he hit it.
Wasn't he
Yeah.
blue?
Yeah, blue. It had little horns. It was a kid from Wonder Years was in it too.
Fred Savage. Yeah.
Fred Savage. Yeah. I think that was Little Monsters. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I'll pick up issue 2 on that. Anybody else pick up Little Monsters? Let me know.
I got a monster in my pocket.
Yeah, it's little.
You've seen it.
Yeah, it is Little Monsters from 1989. Howie Mandel and Fred Savage. So, but he isn't scared of your monster. It's not big enough to scare him. Can't deal with it being black and white. So, see, Double S is right on the same par with you there, Mike, about the black and white stuff. Moving on. What do you got for your next number 1? I know we have one. It's the same.
Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Nope, that didn't either. Nope.
This was fairly decent. It's just Han Solo and Chewbacca.
No, they're man crush deepens.
Yeah, they're working for Jabba, trying to get some. He actually ends up going on a mission with his sworn enemy there, Greedo. So, and I don't know if it's gonna hold true or not, but we actually get the reveal of Han Solo's father at the end of this book. So, gonna be worth millions.
What's his name?
Do you really want to know?
I want to know. I wanted stuff like I don't know, some funky name. Maybe Han Solo. Is he Jim Duo? What is he? I want to know.
Let's see here. Would you like to see him too?
Or is it Penis Solo instead of hand? Who knows?
Oven. I don't think it says his last name. People call him Oven. What? Han, that's my name. By the star. Don't believe it. I found you, boy.
That's what he says in there?
Yeah.
Did he have that kind of southern accent too? That southern drawl?
He does. And he's got an eye patch.
Oh. Probably got it poked out with something. Who knows? I don't want to know what his fetishes are. Maybe he met that girl from Hit Me, and they had a little session. Who knows? Easy. How about? Well, nope. Then I know the other book that we read. We'll talk about that one, I guess, in a second. But We Live. You didn't get We Live.
I did. I haven't read it yet.
Age of the Paladon. So, man, I really enjoyed the first series on this.
You're supposed to read the white one first.
I know. I found that out. I found that out after I read this one. I decided, okay, there's a white and a black. There's cover A, cover B. I didn't know that we're supposed to read both. I do have. I shared them here. I don't know if I have a picture of them that I'm going to be giving away a pair of them. Do I have the picture here? Yeah, I do right here. So there's the We Live from the Rogue City Comics exclusive cover drawn by Vince Rush, which we had on the show last year. So white and black. I'm gonna be getting a set of those. One set for myself. I'm gonna be getting one set to give away on our channel here. So if you're a sub to us, you'll enter a chance to get that book. And I'll put out the rules for that as soon as I get it. They had a delay, unfortunately, of getting that to them, so they're going to have it out here in a couple weeks. But yeah, I'll be giving away a set of those on here. So yeah, We Live Age of the Paladons. I said I really liked the first one. This one was a little harder for me to get into for some reason. It was just the whole. If I remember, they had a little bit of mech stuff going on in the first series, but it wasn't so heavy. This one seemed all mech to me, and I'm not a big fan of all mech like that. They go into the monster's stomach or whatever like that, and the girl's dipping down, going into like I don't know. They call it something, but like stomach acid. I don't know. I just was not into this as much as the first one, unfortunately. But now, I mean, I'll be picking up the exclusive cover, so I'll read the white issue, because I said I didn't know that you needed to buy both issues on that. Double S didn't bother picking up We Live. Thought it was bull that you had to buy both black and white covers. Like I said, I was unaware of that. So, because I think it said so at the end too. It says the story continues in We Live White and We Live #2. So I don't know which one you're supposed to read first. Is the black or the white one?
I thought it was the white one.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, the whole mech suit. Oh man, I'm not a big fan of mechs. I'm not a big fan of kaijus. I'm not a big fan of any of that, really. That kind of stuff. So unfortunately, this did not do it for me. I do like the fact of the whole barcode to go to the YouTube video that plays the music. That's really cool, and I like how they kind of put that stuff in there.
Is it good music?
It's just kind of chill music, almost, you know. So it's not like it's heavy metal music like you do, like you like. It's just kind of chill music for the most part. Like here's one here. What's that?
What? Hold on. You said it's right at the beginning?
I don't think it's right at the beginning. Here, I can look up We Live Paladon music here.
Scanning the QR code in this issue.
Yeah. Is it age? Yeah.
What the fuck?
So yeah, I like that interaction or the crossover like that, and of course now I can't find it, and it's not popping up here. I don't know if I have to go to that or not. Let me see here. It doesn't matter what his name is. It doesn't matter. Let's see if I'll pop it up here. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else picked up that We Live Age of the. Let's see here.
Oh, here it is.
It's just kind of. Nothing to write home about.
I don't want to kill myself. Thanks for that.
Oh, is it that depressing? Sorry, I didn't mean to depress you. But overall, like I said, I'm not a big fan of having to buy both covers either to get the whole story. That seems very gimmicky. Although, I was just talking to Steve at Rogue City Comics about. I know other comics have done it before too, like Clue. If you read Clue, that you pick up different books to read different story. But a comic book that would be like Choose Your Own Adventure comic book, where if you want to go through door number 2, pick up issue this. If you want to go through door number 1, pick up issue that. That's a big money grab, and that would be kind of a cool thing to see, and be able to go back and read the comics that way. But let's probably talk about the one book we did get the new issue this week. You want to start with it?
Yeah. So this is my pick of the week. I know I've heard mixed reviews on it, and for one, this great Alex Ross cover. Punisher #1. I absolutely loved it. Basically, really violent, action-packed. Frank Castle now working for the Hand. He's kind of the head of the Hand, the group of ninja assassins, and he's kind of they're holding something. I don't want to spoil it. Are we going to spoil it?
Spoil away, dude. This is a review show, so.
All right. Apparently, Frank Castle's wife is still alive, and the Hand. I guess in order for them to be together, he has to work for the Hand. Long story short, so I thought it was awesome. It's good to see the Punisher back, dropping bodies, and just killing people, and yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. Pick of the week.
What did you think of his new logo, though?
I think it's only going to be for this series. I don't think it's gonna a permanent change.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I really don't. Because they do show the old logo still in this book.
Yeah, he's still keeping his like at the end. He's got it hung on the wall, or it's like sitting on something. So.
And I know there's a whole bunch of political mumbo jumbo behind. Power of Christ compels you.
Compels me.
There's been a lot of political talk about that, and people, that's the other thing you talk about the internet and trolls and stuff like that. People were absolutely flipping out over the new Punisher. Oh, look, they're doing it because Marvel wants to get away from the original Punisher. We don't know that 100%, and it doesn't seem that way either in this book. They don't talk about that, so it's like you're getting upset over something that's really nothing. Am I a fan of the logo? No, I'm not a fan of the logo right there. That's that cover there.
I mean. But for this series, it fits.
Yeah, for sure. I do like the fact that like during that big fight before they decide like he's like the one, he's Neo or whatever, he's the one that needs to lead the Hand. He's like fighting all the other hand foot soldiers. Is that what foot soldiers? He's taking throwing stars to the cheek and they're like staying in his face,
Yeah, they're all stuck in them.
So, yeah, and I can see where this more Asian-inspired symbol fits this story because he is fighting with the Hand. Is it my pick of the week? No, it's not my pick of the week. I like it. This is what Jason Aaron, I think, wrote this, so it's not... I generally like Jason Aaron's stuff. But we don't know at the end either. Is it a dream? Is it real? The Hand have brought people back from the dead before. Is this going to turn into a Pet Cemetery thing? And she's going to go all nutso and kills him. The original Punisher skull was a plain white skull with the long teeth. If you look right here on this splash page, they have a whole bunch of old Punisher art, like that one where my finger is right there. That's like one of the original designs right there, where his teeth kind of go into his belt, where it's ammunition or whatever utility belt. So this is kind of cool to go through look at all these Punishers. You got the Mike Zeck, you got the Brad Shaw, you got Jim Lee, John Romita Jr. So you have all these different artists and different covers and stuff with the Punisher. Punisher generally is one of my favorite characters just because he is street-based. He doesn't have superpowers. He's just a badass and he doesn't care. And I think that's the main reason I like the Punisher. But this one was okay. I'm not too thrilled with him working with a Hand. But again, too, it could be a Punisher where he flips the script and he's only doing it to get into the hierarchy of the Hand in order to dismantle it. If that's the case, I'll be on board with this a little bit more.
I'm on board, man.
Oh, I mean, I'm on board. I'll finish reading it just because I'm a Punisher fan. But yeah, I got two covers for that. I got this little dumb cover. This was the hidden cover, the secret cover, which wasn't very secret because everybody knew about it. And I got just the cover A on that. And I didn't see that one until too late. I would have ordered that one for sure. Okay, that's all the number ones we got. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about ongoing series.
I
I'll
have no
talk.
more books.
You had no more books?
No,
You have no ongoing series books?
I didn't read a lot. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, I'll be all alone. All alone. I
But
got this is my pick of the week. This is the final issue of the 4-issue miniseries of King of Spies, number 4. You didn't pick this up?
I did. It's right here.
Oh, you just haven't read it yet?
Number 5.
Number 4. Number 4.
Okay, wait. Okay, got it. Here
The,
it is.
the the number 3 looks like a 5, I think.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so number 4. And I got confused too because I saw 3 again at the store. I'm like, wait, where's number 5? And so I got confused. But this has been good. This is one of the ones I talked about at the beginning that this would be the character itself is like an older James Bond, more of a violent James Bond, secret spy. Where Pierce Brosnan is now at this age where he could fit into this character in a movie. Great.
Well, isn't it going to Netflix?
I don't know. A lot of like Millar has a deal with Netflix where I think a lot of his stuff could go there. Who knows? But I thought about tweeting out to Pierce Brosnan, say, "Hey, dude, you should really go for this role." But then, of course, at the end of the book, you haven't read it. I don't want to spoil it for you, Mike.
You spoil it. It's not going to bother me. I'll forget by the time I go to read it anyway.
It probably will. So he ends up defeating those twins, right? The guy with no legs and the girl with no arms, right? Because he rides on her back, and that's how they fight. So he ended up defeating them. It's kind of cool. I like how he stabs him in the head with a knife, and it shows like an X-ray of the knife blade going up through his skull. That's kind of cool. But then he's realizing, like, dude, that just kicked the living shit out of me. And then he ends up going back to this girl that he had known for quite a few years. Her name is I forgot her name. Fatima. And so they had an on and off relationship, it's like spies do, just infidelity and just hooking up with women and stuff like that. And of course they're both in their 60s or 70s now, right? And he goes over to her house to kind of heal, and she's helping him out. But he's like, hey, let me do a little brown chicken, brown cow. And he talks about not being able to get hard, and maybe we should just cuddle. But it flashes back and forth between when they were younger and then now them old selves trying to have sex. So like I flipped through the book and I'm like, holy crap, what's this stuff? A whole bunch of nudity there. But they still have like feelings for each other. It's mainly just purely based on physical. There's nothing emotional there, and she knows that too. But he ends up getting an alert saying that they had captured his son. The son was been chasing him this whole time, saying that they're going to kill him because they can't find his dad, but it's all a ruse just to get his dad there. And his dad knew he was walking into a trap too, but he didn't know his son was lying on air. But he's trying to plead with his son, hey, don't do what I did. I love you so much, but don't do what I did with my life and waste it without telling the people you love them, blah, blah, blah. And he ended up like blowing his freaking brains out. But that wasn't like his final trick. His final trick was blowing up the I forgot what that building's called. They blew it up in V for Vendetta. The English building right there.
The Parliament?
Parliament, yeah. So the Parliament is like exploding. And so like his body's like laying there, and it looks like he has like a grin on his face with half his head missing because he know that he got kind of the last laugh on the government and killing everybody. This was just a badass book, dude. I love this whole thing throughout. I like the thing of the older spy kind of doing that, kind of that regret of not being around with all you love because your job's taking you away from it. Overall, this has been a fun book. Of course, they're not going to be doing a sequel because Roland King is no more. Now he's rolling something. Okay. Venom number 6 is, oh my God, I'm so close to just dropping this shit. This is Venom meets Sons of Anarchy. Pretty much. That's all it is. Dylan wakes up and he's getting kind of in the care of this biker dude, and he says you need to earn your keep. And another biker gang comes into town because their warehouse got raided by Dylan as Venom, and so they think it's the other biker gang. Whatever, crap, dude, total crap. Joker number 13. This was pretty good. I enjoyed this one. It had no commission here, which was kind of nice. Yeah, it's good call on that, Sparks, for not picking up that Venom. Joker number 13. This was really good. I don't remember this family. They were at the beginning of the series, the Cannibal family. Remember that? Yeah, so they're back in this book. And I don't remember them hitting it in any other book. But they're back in this book, and they're like eating eyeballs, and they're eating tongue sandwiches and fingers and all this stuff. And the patriarch of the family is saying that, hey, we're going to take control again. They have the Joker. They're going to end up cooking him up. And it's funny because Joker's behind bars. He's yelling at the guy who's on the barbecue, saying, I do hope you know how to season a clown. Yeah, I was just thinking that I always liked Old Bay. So he's just still going on. He goes, do you think I'll turn, when you throw me in a pot, I'll turn all red like a shiny like a crab? So he's just teasing him, as he knows he's on the literal chopping block to get eaten by this cannibal family. But then Bane's daughter comes in. What is her name? Remember her name? Vengeance. Okay. She ends up coming in, setting the oil fields on fire that this family owns. And then the calls of the family, and there's this big dude, big masked dude named Buddy, and Vengeance standing out there by herself, and they like sick Buddy on her. She just gives him an uppercut and knocks his head clean off. So this was actually one of the better freaking Joker books for a long time. Like this is what I wish Joker would have been. But of course, we get Bane back toward the end of the book too. She's beating the crap out of the Joker, and she's trying to stop. And Bane steps in and stops her from killing the Joker because that's what she was designed to do, was kill the Joker. But Bane stops her. And of course, then we get the backup story on the trial of Punchline, which I don't ever read.
I don't
ever read that. Which is crappy because that's half the book too. And it's $6, and I don't only read half the story. So they probably put that in there because people are picking up Joker just to try to sell. Oh no, this storyline's selling good too, when it's actual crap. So, and then of course Thor number 23, when Thor is fapping to Mjolnir. That's what he does in this book. I'm sorry, no, it's flap. That Mjolnir flaps in his face. Look at that, flap.
Right.
So yeah, it's a Joker we need. So this is good too. I actually enjoyed this one. It's kind of a backstory of Thor training with Mjolnir for the first time and trying to figure out how to catch it, how to control it. And we have Odin there as well. And talking about how, the dead bodies of the people who forged Mjolnir are in there. And that's kind of how the base of that, of the monster coming out. And so, he's continuing to fight the monster Managog. Is that who it was inside Mjolnir? But he's ended up using his Odin Force a little too much. He's going to end up wearing himself out. Not like overusing the Odin Force. But see, he's flapping again with Mjolnir. Look at that, flapping all over the place, man. It's flapping with Mjolnir all over. Should be a PG-13 book. But overall, this is still pretty good. After he defeats that monster, he comes back a lot. He gets knocked out for a while because he used the Odin Force too much, so he had to take a break. Just like Baby Yoda, where he lifted that mud beast and he had to take a little nappy poo. So Thor had to do the same thing, little Odin sleep. Mjolnir gets broken up toward the end of the book, busted all to pieces. They end up getting welded back together. And overall, dude, this was a good issue too. Some of the stuff is on the Thor is pretty good. It got pretty weak for a while, I think, but this stuff is getting good too with the Mjolnir stuff. Oh, I've spoken too much. That's all the books I picked up this week that I read. I only have a few others that I didn't read. Captain Comics.
Oh yeah, that I don't like that cover. That
You don't like it? Oh well. Spider-Man number 92. That's wrapping up here pretty soon too. Devil's Reign number 5 of 6. And Elvira meets Vincent Price. And again, I always pick up these for 2 reasons. Yep. That's just a photo cover. Don't even read it. Don't even read it.
you got a new series coming out too.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Something in the Monsterverse or something. I don't know.
Poor Mjolnir. That's what Miss So's saying for flapping in all over Thor's face. Flapping it. You got any books you didn't read this week, Mike?
Yeah, I got a whole $100 worth of books I didn't read. So I might have mentioned at the beginning of the show, I start vacation and to work tomorrow, and one of my plans is to catch up on all my reading. So I picked up, let's see here, The Broken Eye, number 1.
Broken Eye?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw it. I said, oh, okay. I haven't heard anyone talk about this. I'll grab it. You talked about this one. This is We Live, number 1. This is the White album.
The White album. White and the Black album.
Your pick of the week, King of Spies, number 4. Let's see here. Detective Comics, 1056. Joker, number 13. Superior 4, number 3. I've been enjoying this. Devil's Reign, number 5. Draculina, number 2. A little bit of meat and potatoes action. Throw some barbecue sauce all over that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a huge Eric Larson fan. I love all his creations. And this is Ant number 3. Spawn.
Oh, I haven't been reading. I haven't been picking up on that at all.
Sabretooth number 2. Strange Academy number 17.
Was that coming out this week?
Yeah. This is issue.
I should have been on my pull list.
Either this is the last one or the next one is before they take their hiatus.
Uh-huh.
This crap.
What crap? Sorry, I had a different screen open.
Oh, Venom number 6.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Evil Ernie number 4. I picked this up strictly for the cover. This is, I guess, the new series of Red Room number 1.
Oh, I couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand. I didn't read that book, but the other one I couldn't stand.
Let's see here. Spawn 327. Excuse me. Amazing Spider-Man 92. Whoop. And last, you just talked about it. Flapping all over the place.
Flapping. Flap.
423.
We want to talk about a book that we were talking about in the off air. I ended up ordering both covers, a Virgin cover and a trade dress. It's the Adam Hughes Harley Quinn number 13. This book here, I got both those. It was $45 for the set, so I ended up buying the set.
So, what is the Mighty Taco?
I don't know what the decent plop. I don't know what that is, honestly. But I'm definitely going to be. I got that ordered. Should be here middle of April, I think. So fun stuff. Not as hot as the Catwoman mugshot photo, but still pretty good.
I still
Pretty good
want that.
attitude stuff. Yeah, that's on my want list. I almost bought it at a con a couple years ago, but it had like a pretty bad spine split, so I passed on it.
I sent
So-
you a copy of the Virginia Beach one, right?
Yeah, I got a copy of that one. Yeah, for sure. I know we talked about trying to maybe next year. I got so much other stuff going on right now, and so other trips. But next year, trying to get together and meet somewhere another con and do that. I got my idea for my next tattoo. I think I'm gonna get thinking about spending money. That's gonna be a chunk of money, and that's this guy here. Pretty cool.
Can you
Life
smoke
treat.
it?
Can I smoke it? No. So yeah, I think about getting that tattoo, but that's gonna be like $400 or $500 probably. So
For that? Black and white?
probably and shading. I mean, I definitely don't want it just black and white. I definitely want some shading and stuff in there too, black and gray. Maybe a little bit of color on stuff that I want to do in there, but not. I don't. I'm not a big fan of color very much. I'd rather have just either a solid outline. That's what my tattoos are now, just a solid outline. Yeah, I can't see mine very well. I can't turn my forearm that way. There it is. Those two right there. So,
Your mother sucks.
so I'm gonna probably jump off. I'm gonna go watch the Adam Project. I'm gonna go check that out.
I'm gonna go watch All in the Family.
Where you are?
Eat some cottage cheese.
Eat some cottage cheese. Disgusting. What are you eating cottage cheese for?
It's good.
Oh, that's good for you. Okay, I'm actually looking forward to Time Change coming up too here. Oh my goodness, I'm so looking forward to that. That's because then it's not as dark when I get off work. I can actually go work out, go for a walk in the evening, get all that stuff, try to get back into shape a little bit more. Huh? What did you call me?
A sissy.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm gonna get mugged. I'm not Batman. I can't hide in the shadows and kick somebody's ass. So I can't crop gum.
Mars, Miso, Sparks, and of course Double S. Love you guys.
Thanks for stopping by. Well, I'll probably go live again this Monday night if I don't have anything going on. Just kind of organized. Like I said, we just shoot the shit about basic comic book stuff. So if you're into that, Mike, you want to stop on by?
Yeah. I don't think I have anything going on. I don't ever leave the house anymore. So
yeah, so I'm just like organizing books, just talking about comics, talking about like my certain opinions on the comic book field, and just asking questions in the chat about what they like about comics. So definitely come by and check us out on Monday night when we go live on that comic book talk. I think that's it. Last thing, Mike, you're good. You're out.
I'm good.
Okay. Whether you blast it, whether you stash it, happy reading, and we'll catch you guys next week. Let's end with John from Gen X Grown Up giving an intro to our stashies that last year.
Oh, yeah.
Hey there, I'm John from Gen X Grown Up, and though I'm holding them as a prop and visual aid, I really don't know much about comic books, so I guess it's wildly appropriate that I'm here to introduce the Stashy category for the best non-comic movie.